Hello, in this training, I'm going to show you how to create a confirmation/tripwire page in Kajabi. So to start, we're going to want to go to the website tab on the left and go down to pages. And then instead of creating a new website page, we're going to create a landing page. This is important because we don't want to have a header at all on this page. And to turn that off and not turn it off the rest of your pages, we'll have to create it as a landing page. Now, if you already have some landing pages created that have all of your templated information, you can go ahead and duplicate one of those pages. To do that, you would go over here on the three dots on the right and click duplicate. If you don't have that, you can create one from scratch. They have a bunch of templates for you to choose from. If you go down to thank you, this is really what we're doing is a thank you page. You can, select from one of these. Maybe this one's a good one because it says thank you and it's got a start here free guide. There's another thing. You can click on it and kind of see the whole thing. This one's great because it tells you a bunch of next steps. You could always add more information to it. So bunch of options, and a lot of them tie into whatever website theme you have as well. Or you can just kind of go with the basic one and create whatever you want. I'll show you an example of mine in a minute, but that is an option for you. I'm going to go ahead and just duplicate one of the pages that I already have. So if I had a confirmation page for something else and I wanted to recreate it, I could copy that, or you can really copy any page. I recommend copying one that doesn't have a whole lot of content on it because it takes a little bit longer to duplicate if it has a lot of, videos or images on it. So when I'm creating a new confirmation page, if I have one already, I'll just duplicate that one. So we're going to go ahead and duplicate this one. And it'll take about 10 to 30 seconds, depending on your Wi-Fi speed and, again, how much content you have on there. And it'll take you right back to this landing page. So it's going to keep the exact same name and just put a number after it. And you'll want to go and edit the details for this page, which you can do by clicking the three dots on the right and going to edit details. I recommend keeping the name confirmation and then maybe whatever your lead magnet name was or whatever you had the landing page for your lead magnet called. Lead magnet name. Which, if you're following my steps, we haven't even created that page yet. But this is just the idea for you. And then you could go in and change the name of this to maybe confirmation. And then you can put your lead magnet name here as well. And I recommend spacing out each word with a hyphen. And then you can do the same thing down here for SEO and social sharing. No one, like Google, is not going to see this page because, as you can see down here, we want to make sure that this is toggled off because we don't want Google to know that this page exists or that anyone knows that this page exists until they submit the form for your lead magnet. So I just like to do that. So when I am sharing it, maybe I share it as a link to myself. I just know which page it is. But you hit save and then it'll do that. All right, then we're going to go back to the landing page itself. And when you click on it, you can go in and update all of the information in it. This was a very simple one that I was duplicating for a strategy session, but I did want to show you this confirmation page here. This is an example of one that I have for an old freebie of mine. It gives them important next steps, such as, checking your email because they were getting the lead magnet sent to their email on their day one of their email sequence, which we've already talked about. If they need support, it tells them how to contact me and then, what they're going to learning about funnels in that one. And then this is where you can add your Tripwire information directly underneath. Mine didn't lead them to a paid product for this. Eventually, I could have said, hey, if you were looking for a simple way to do a funnel, get this template right here. And maybe I would offer them a discount code. So you can put it directly underneath your next steps. And that's what you're going to do. So mine was just a simple one to book a free discovery call, which was my next step in my funnel instead of them going right away and buying something. But if you want to sell your Tripwire right away, which eventually that's something I can easily do for this, like I said, if I had templates or anything like that was cheap, I could put it right here and be like, here you go. You want to learn about funnels? I've got this easy thing for you right here that you can purchase with this one click. And then they get more information about it. So that's an example of what your confirmation page will look like. I recommend giving them their next steps, especially checking their email, especially if you have double opt-in on your form, which we'll talk about in another video. And then again, how to contact you if for some reason they can't find it. One of the biggest things I see is that they probably typed in their email address wrong, and that's why they're not getting it. That happens all too often, especially like they don't spell .com correctly, you know. I know my phone likes to autocorrect to .con. I don't know why, but it does. And then, yeah, just getting them excited about what they're going to learn. And then again, drawing them into what they're going to be purchasing from you. That's the Tripwire part. And that's how you're going to create some easy income right away, because you're already solving a basic need with your lead magnet, and right away with your Tripwire offer, you know, probably less than $100, you'd be like, hey, we can solve this problem right now. Like, and you don't have to do anything. You just have to get this right now. So that's why the Tripwire is great. We're going to, even if they don't purchase the Tripwire here, we're going to keep talking about it in the email sequence after we nurture them. So if they don't buy it here, that's okay. But this is a great way that, hey, maybe on day 0, you're already making money because they're buying it right from the checkout page. So that's an example of that. And that's how you create a simple confirmation page. The design is up to you, but again, have those next steps. I could, give you an example of this one. This one does not have a Tripwire, but it just gives you another example of a confirmation page. So this one was just that I've received your application. This one didn't have a Tripwire, but you could easily add that stuff down there. So example, this one, I put my freebie on here, and you could, again, put your paid offer somewhere down there. So that just gives you a couple of ideas on possibilities for your confirmation and Tripwire.